Good morning, YouTube. Sean the Average Angler here, and we are going to talk about, after yesterday's video, I kind of thought about some forgotten baits. I don't know, I think they're forgotten. Some oldies but goodies, if you will, kind of like me. I'm an oldie but a goodie. That's what I tell myself anyway. So, back in the office here, just getting ready to start work, and I grabbed a couple baits on the way out of the garage this morning, and I want to talk about them because honestly, I don't hear people talk about these too much anymore. With all the new baits that are out, been coming out actually for the last 10, 12 years, the Strike King stuff, missile bait stuff, really everybody, to be honest with you, big bite baits, the creature stuff, all the creature type baits. Well, to me, the original creature bait was this one here, the brush hog, and the baby brush hog. Now there's actually a mid-size, one that's in between these two. There's also a tiny, which is smaller than the baby. Now, how do you fish a brush hog? Honestly, I don't think there's really a wrong way to do it. I don't fish the tiny, honestly. The babies is, I mean, this is the choices I had when I was fishing these, but the baby brush hog, depending on your body of water and how the fish are acting and all that kind of stuff, you can flip this. You can punch this. The nice thing about the brush hog, if you're punching, it goes through grass much easier than some other things. So you can get away with a little bit lighter weight. I will Carolina rig this. I will put this on a shaky head. It's very good on a football head. You can drop shot it, power shot it. It's probably a little more effective power shotting than drop shotting, but it can be fished a lot of ways. The bigger one, on the other hand, I don't put on a shaky head, but I do fish this on a football head. It's very effective on spotted bass, believe it or not. Flipping, of course, punching, Carolina rigging, the brush hog is a great bait. And I know I was guilty of it for years. I didn't fish it with all the new stuff that was coming out. The thing is, the brush hog never stopped working. It never stopped being a big fish bait. It'll also catch smaller ones, but it tends to, for me, produce bigger fish on average with the full size. The baby just gets bit by everything. It's a great profile. You've got the action when you're flipping of the long tails kicking. And there's so many things you can do with it. You can cut the bottom of the arms off so they move a little bit more. You can cut them completely off if you want a little smaller profile. We used to use a hole punch and put holes in these bottom flaps just to make them do different things, move more water, move less water. You can cut down here. There's so many things you can do with it. You can shorten it. Anyway, don't sleep on your older style baits. The nice thing about Zoom, I don't know if I dare, there's no price tag on, oh yes there is. $4.99 for 12 baits. And there's no price tag on this one, but you can tell by both packages actually that these are older. I've had them for a while. The $4.99, I'm guessing I bought somewhere in a local tackle shop that was kind of off the beaten path. Maybe Orville, maybe Shasta, just because the price I think is a little higher than typical. Zoom baits are priced great. Zoom. I'm not sponsored by any of these companies, people that I'm doing reviews on or I bring up their products. They're just products I use. It's what I believe in. I'm just being honest with you. And I forget a lot, you know. My train of thought, just, I was going to say something important and it just shot right out the back of my head. Anyway, don't sleep on these. Oh, I know what I was going to say. While I have other baits that over time will start to lose their color, or you get a lot of oil in the pack, Zoom baits are just, they're great. These packs, I guarantee you, are 10 years old. I buy baits when I'm on something. I buy them in large quantities and I put them on my pegboard on the wall in the shop, and I just pull them off as I need them. Zoom is one of those products that you don't have to worry about having problems. So the baby is a little bit more productive for me in the wintertime. Not to say the bigger one won't, and that kind of does depend on where you're fishing and the types of bass you're fishing for. If I was at Clear Lake, I'm going to throw the large one. Clear Lake bass love the full-size brush hog, as they do on the Delta. They're spotted bass smallmouth around, then I'll tend to use the baby brush hog a little bit more, or if the bite's tough, they don't seem to want to eat the larger one. Anyway, y'all have a great day. Fish on.